Hey Pixies, welcome to Coronado Springs Resort. Today we are here touring a water view room, and I didn't expect to love this room as much as I do, but I'm gonna share a little bit about the resort and then we're gonna hop into all that this room has to offer. So let's dive into a couple of little tidbits and tips about staying here at Coronado, and then we're gonna get into that room tour. Here at Coronado Springs, there are 13 different buildings, so depending on your room type will vary on where you will be within the resort. But for the water view options that we are touring today, those are going to be spread out throughout the resort, which is going to be roughly a 5 to 15 minute walk from the main building, which houses your dining, main pool, and main bus stop as well. Luckily though, Coronado Springs Resort does offer multiple bus stops, which can save you some steps, and the nearest one from these rooms is about 5 to 8 minutes. Now our night here in the water view room has actually been hosted by a travel agent. Her name is Sarah Beth, and she is amazing at booking both Disney, Cruise Line, and Universal. And so if you are needing some special assistance with the booking process along the way, then you'll definitely want to be sure to check her out. It's always nice to have someone in your corner that knows your dates, knows your information, and can also give personalized assistance along the way. So be sure to check her out. I will have her information linked down below in the description box. But thank you again to Sarah for hosting us, and let's get on with the room tour. And then one last thing about the rooms is they actually did get a nice little refresh back in 2019, which meant getting rid of the dingy carpet, bringing in hard floors, a lighter, brighter feel, and just a fresher look overall here in the rooms. So let's head inside and take a peek. So for today's room tour, we are over in building 4 in the Casitas, and we are gonna head inside and take a look at this water view room. So as soon as you come in the door, they did have the chair there where the slumber pod was, but I have modified the layout of the room just slightly to fit better for my family. And so that is one thing about my room tours, is you will see how it is set up. So it is a setup and a room tour. So that is how my toddler sleeps. We have her inflatable toddler bed inside of there. I have a crib sheet that I fit on top of that works really great. And then we just have a blanket and her little stuffed animal that she loves to sleep with. But my girls sleep better with a slumber pod, and everything that I can, I will have linked down below. Up here behind it, we do have some 3 Caballero artwork. We do have that kind of sprinkled throughout the room, which is really, really cool. We love that ride at Epcot, so it's fun to have a little bit of that vibe here in the room. And then the view, you guys, look at that gorgeous water view. Like, I did not expect to love just like sitting here and leaving the curtains open and looking outside as much as I have, but it is absolutely gorgeous. But backing up and coming into the room, you can see here is the main door that we just came through. So again, that chair was there, but I just kind of slid it over. It's still, you can get in and out of the door really easily. Even with my double stroller, I can get it in here, and I will have that parked there. So really easy. And then spinning around here on this side of the room, we have the 2 queen size beds, which is really nice. Lots of under the bed storage. I love that Disney is moving to a lot of this under bed storage, which is so incredibly nice. No nightstands on the ends of these beds, but you do have one here in the center. So kind of working top down, have some more of that 3 Caballero artwork here on the wall. So got that going on, and then it does have a little ledge, which is perfect if your toddlers want to grab the remote. That's a great spot for that. Just toddler mom tip there. And then of course on either side you have some USBs and some regular outlets on either side. So that was really nice. You have lights, and this one actually has a fan. So for those of you that are fan people, there are fans in these rooms. So there you go, you have that one. And then the light, of course, you've got your phone, have some like charging things there. Coming down, you have your drawer that is literally only thick enough for the Bible. So like if you have a book or you like to put your watch or something in there when you're getting ready for bed, then you do that. And then under here, you do have your in-room safe, which is kind of tucked into this. It's not super thick. It looks a little deceiving, like it's gonna be this massive safe down here, but it's actually just the regular wall size. They just don't have it on the wall here for some reason. And then coming up to the sides of the beds, these little lights just pop right out. So if you want to do some late night reading or something and you don't want all of the bright lights on, you can do that. And then when you close them, they just go right off, which is really cool. So that's a nice little touch. Lots of light in this room. So you have the lights over the headboard and then on top of the headboard as well. So lots of lighting in this room. And again, both beds can hold suitcases, things like that. So that way it feels a little less busy and cluttered in the room with suitcases and stuff like that, not having a ton of that kind of setting around. Coming back to the other side of the room where we first came in, you do have a kind of beverage center area here, which is really helpful. So you've got a couple of shelves there, so you can like put groceries, things like that on there. So if you are spending a week here at Disney, there's quite a bit of storage in this room, which is really nice to see. Coming down, you do have your little Keurig coffee maker here with some Joffrey's coffee pods, and then of course a couple of black teas and all of the goodies for kind of fixing your coffee there. So you do have that, and then this light just kind of toggles on and off right there over that section. Coming down, you do have your beverage cooler. Now this is a beverage cooler, not a mini fridge, and so a lot of the Disney resorts are changing to these. It only cools to 41 degrees or above, so I wouldn't suggest milk or anything like that. We do have some yogurt pouches in there, but those are shelf stable yogurt pouches, which means they're not going to go bad if they're not in the refrigerator, but I just serve them cold to my toddlers because that's how they prefer them. And then coming over, you do have a nice little like desk area here. Got a bag down there with some of our grocery items in them. But yeah, have all of that space, and then no drawer, like pen drawer, anything like that. But you do have lots of outlets. So you have one here with 2 outlets, USBs, and then another one down at that end of the counter space. So lots of room if you are coming here for a convention and you're working or something, or maybe your spouse is working while you and the family go to the parks or something. You do have definitely enough space to do that. Have a nice little desk light here that you can just turn on and off from that little switch down there. Coming down again, lots of room, lots of storage, so you could definitely fit like packing cubes, things like that. If you're someone that likes to unpack on vacation, that is nice. Clearly my children have started unpacking on vacation. I'm just gonna pull that out before we forget it in a drawer. So that is the kind of the same, and then the 2 bottom drawers are the same, but then the one is just on the top is just a little less, is a little more shallow than the bottom 2, not quite as deep. And then you got your trash can over here, and then this is my 2-year-old's kind of sleep setup here. You actually can have connecting rooms here at Coronado Springs, so if that's something you're interested in traveling with extended family, you can definitely request that. But I am utilizing Disney's Pack and Play, so these are really simple to get. When you're coming to a Disney resort, you can either call ahead and put in these requests. Sometimes they're in the room by the time like you get there, and then sometimes they're not there quite as fast, and I still end up having to call and request them to like, hey, can you bring that out or whatever. But the easiest way to do that is on your resort phone. So all you have to do is pick it up, call housekeeping, and they are able to bring that out to you. You can request a Pack and Play. They also have mini cribs. They don't have as many cribs available as they do Pack and Play, so your odds of getting one, it kind of may vary. And then they also can bring out some bed rails. So if you have toddlers or younger kids, you're worried about them falling out of the bed or something, you can request those as well. You could do 1, 2, just let them know how many you are going to need, and then they can bring those out, no questions asked, and we'll bring them right to your room, and are very helpful. They come with sheets and things. Personally, I like to bring our own like Pack and Play sheet from home. That way it just gives my daughter that like smell. It like smells like our detergent, and just kind of gives her that familiar sense of home and helps her sleep just a little bit better. But that's just a personal preference. You can definitely use Disney's, whichever you prefer, but wanted to give that tip for parents who are traveling with their littles. You don't have to worry about bringing your own Pack and Play. One less thing to put in the suitcase or try to bring with you. I was that worried parent at first that was like, oh my gosh, are they gonna have that stuff? And I would always pack it, and now I'm like, no, Disney has that, we're leaving that at home. So that is one thing I do, but just popping you back around. So, and again, I just have her inside of her slumber pod, so that is all that she does, and so it makes it a lot easier for like getting them to sleep well. These are like gold to me. It is worth the 5 minutes that it takes to set these up for them to sleep so well. And then again, it's just your traditional Pack and Play, kind of same mattress that I've seen basically everyone. It's not like a super thick Pack and Play mattress. It is your traditional hard flat Pack and Play mattress. Let me show you. It looks like this here, so you can see that to the side. It's somewhat squishy, but not like super squishy. So my girls though have slept on these just fine and seem to be very comfortable. So just wanted to kind of share that. Now moving into the bathroom area. These sliding doors can actually be closed. That way, if someone's in the bathroom and like trying to get ready or have some privacy, or if you want to like leave your kids in the room sleeping, say you have an older kid that's in the bed and you just like don't want to wake them yet, but you want to get ready, you can go in there, pull the doors closed, and be able to get ready. When you come into the bathroom here on the right side, you have this very tall cabinet for storage, which is nice. Lots of storage space again in this room. So you have extra pillows and blankets up top there. And then you do have some hangers. You got an ironing board here on the right side. Come on down, you have your luggage rack, and then you have an iron there in that little bag. And then another space down below, little cubby there for putting like storage or suitcases, shoes, whatever you need to store in your resort room. And then on the side of this, it actually has this little extending like rod, which is pretty cool. So if you need to like hang some things, if you're traveling and you have to wear like business attire or whatever, you do have a few extra spots to like hang that out here if you needed to. And then on this side of the cabinet, you do have some like shelves up there. For me and my 5'3" self, those are basically wasted space and useless. But if you're on the taller side, that is definitely some more usable space. Coming down the wall, you do have a nice little shelf here or cabinet. So you do have something you can kind of tuck some things away if you want it to be a little clutter-free. You do have that option. And then another cubby here and a towel rack over here to the right. And then back in the back there, you are going to find an outlet. So again, if you need to charge things in here, you can totally do that. Coming back, you have a double sink, which is really nice in the morning when you're like trying to get ready and everybody's trying to get out the door for rope drop or whatever. Multiple space is really, really nice. Coming down, you do have a couple of cubbies here in the center, and then you do have a little bit of storage space under the bottom here too. So you do have the pipes, but there's still a lot of room. Like you could put toiletries and stuff down there and not have to worry about having stuff up on the counter if you didn't want to. And under this one, you have your hair dryer. So some more space here as well, which is really, really nice. I love all of the storage as well as the lighting in here. It is very well lit. You have lights all the way around the mirror, so it doesn't feel like dark and just dungeon-ish when you were in this room and in this space. So that is very nice. And then here on this wall, you do have your makeup mirror and your little plugins and everything there. Then coming into the bathroom, you do have a tub and shower combo, which is really nice, especially if you are traveling with little ones. That is so incredibly helpful. We've already had bath time in here, so just have all the bath time toys just so it makes you feel at home and like it's a normal bathtub. But you do come up and you have the kind of rainfall-ish shower head up there, and then you do have the like detachable one that can come down and you can rinse your kids off with if you need to, or wash hair, that sort of thing. Really, really helpful. I love when showers have that personally. And then spinning around here to the back, you do have your shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, and then a nice little cubby to put toiletries, your razor, whatever, if you need it to get up and away from little fingers. That's always really, really nice. And then here, they just have two little racks for robes, towels, things like that. Coming down the wall, again, you do have a little rack there for towels and things. And over here, you've got your toilet. So this is our setup. We do bring our little travel squatty potty, and that'll actually fit down into a carry-on suitcase, which is really nice. But my daughter, like, it just makes it so much easier if you have a potty trained toddler. You totally get it, but we will utilize that. And I don't have this set up right now, but I did want to show this as well. It is a little suction potty seat. Hold on. But it will pop out and has suction cups along the back. And so you can just put that on the potty and just makes it even more their size, which is nice and a little bit more convenient when traveling with your little one who is potty trained and maybe a little too small and like would fall into the potty. So, and just to make it a little bit easier on them learning their independence and going potty, that is just kind of our setup. So I will try to link what I can down below for those that are interested in checking out any of our setup. But I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button down below, red subscribe button if you want more tips and tricks for traveling with a toddler, Disney with a toddler, all the works. And also I will have my playlist right over here of all of the different Disney room tours that I have done. If you are needing a room tour and trying to decide which one to settle on for you and your family, check that out. Lots of layouts, lots of rooms. So I'll see you over there. Bye.